So I've had some issues with my ball winder, which I thought I'd share in case you're thinking about buying one as well. So I decided with my dyeing that because I've been winding skeins, kind of like this, so I wind a skein, dye it, and then I've been winding it into balls like this. But it's really fiddly and time consuming. So I went onto Amazon. There's loads of them that look similar. I went with one that I thought was quite a nice colour because some of them are pretty ugly looking. And it looked like it had the similar features. It's got the clamp that you use here, which is clamped onto the bottom of the table. It's got the handle. It's got the piece of wire that you're supposed to be able to pull out and it fixes into position, which it does temporarily. This one, you've got the part that comes off and you can put it on and change it to how loose you want it wound. So I thought, great. You can see the gears, and I'd heard that actually that's quite helpful when you want to add some oil, although they are all plastic, so I don't know if you oil plastic usually. So let me show you the issues I've been having with it. I'm just going to put it in this bowl. I might try it on the table actually, just see. So there seems to be various ways to put it through, but a lot of people just seem to put it through the middle of the wire spiral, and then you put it through. There's a split in the top, you put it through the split and you wind. Now I think it's good to hold it for tension, at least to start with. And what you'll see with this one is, oh, too much tension. See if I can get it to hold a bit better. Maybe this is too thin. Okay, we'll see. We'll go this way. So you see that basically the tension thing is absolutely rubbish. So you actually have to hold it and try and get tension through the spiral. So we'll see how this goes. Now this actually starts off winding sort of a bit off the bottom, which is good. So far so good, you know, it's got a nice pattern, it's winding well. Okay, so far so good, nothing slipped off. Keep going. Okay, so now you can see it slipped off the end, so I'm going to have to undo it until we get back to that point. This thing's going to fall down. So I've just been pulling it back round until it's not as easy till we get back to. Okay, so we've got back to it. So try again. I'll go a bit slower. And I don't know why it's so low down on here. If it was a bit higher up, it might be a bit easier. Okay, so I did lose a bit of tension there and it's gone around the bottom, so let's undo that and try again. So it's getting fairly big. Not as big as this one yet, I don't think, but maybe the tension is the key then to not getting it so it hangs off the bottom. We'll see. Right, I'm going to try and put the rest of the ball on the floor. Let's see if that helps. Right, no, it's gone off the bottom again. Okay, wind it back. So this is where it gets frustrating. Okay. Well, I have been keeping good tension, so it's obviously, you know, I think we've gone past the flat bit and now it's slipping off. But it's not that huge a ball. I mean, if that's 65 grams, this one's probably only 15. You don't really want just to have 50-gram balls. So I'm not very impressed. I'm going to go slow and just see how much I can fit on. So it'd be nice to fit the whole ball on. So, so it wants to go over the edge, so I'm going to have to slide it up. We might be about reaching the limit, to be honest, but it's just wrapping around the neck now. Annoyingly, I've still got this much left. And it's probably slightly smaller than the other one I did, so definitely nowhere near 100 grams. What I'm going to do is do a bit of research. Be good to know if other people have got ball winders, particularly if you've bought one from the UK, because I know each country is different, and I've seen some good ones, like Nitpick's one looks quite good, but it's not available in the UK unless you pay like 25 quid postage. So if you can recommend something you bought in the UK, you know, recently, let me know. What I'm thinking of doing, I'm going to send this one back because just this bit on its own is a nightmare. So I might be doing something wrong with the technique, or it might be you can just only get small balls out of it, or it might be that, you know, using thinner yarn you get smaller balls. I don't know. And when I've looked on Amazon, I've realised that a lot of them aren't sort of a flat section and then an edge section. They're sort of more domed, and the base comes out wider. So I think maybe this is a bit of a not as good design, basically. Bit disappointing, and I want this to help with my yarn dyeing and weaving, and it does seem like equipment in, you know, weaving can be particularly frustrating and difficult to know what you should get. So I think don't go for this one. There's loads of them that look like this with the same colours. I don't know if they're all the same, but I will try and put the link that I used to this one in the description, but don't buy it, is my recommendation. But I'm going to send this one back anyway, and I might look at getting a jumbo one. I think you can get a jumbo one for 30 quid.